right, Norm, we are passing off the traveling tackle bag. This thing has been to like 14 different channels.
Woo, that's a lot of channels.
Rules of it are you can only fish with what's in this bag.
All right.
That's terminal tackle, baits,
Got it.
And there's an assortment. Like I said, when you get out here and go through, it's been up north, New Mexico, several Florida channels, so you got all kinds of stuff. It was MIA for 5 months, so you were the first channel to get it back into rotation.
And we done an inventory check. We got stuff in it, right?
Yes, me and Lydia looked through it. It's packed. Only thing not in it is them out-of-date Slim Jims, and I ate those on my live.
Good. All right, that sounds great. That sounds good.
But officially, it's back in action.
Yeah, all right.
And we're
y'all see this? Hey, welcome back to the channel. So I just met John and Captain Lindia from Small Water Charters right here by the bank, and they gave me the traveling tackle bag right here, this bad boy. So look, let's get in here. Let's find some lures to try this morning. We're at Keenersville right now, so a great place to catch some really nice sized fish. So let's go ahead and open this bag up and let's see what's in it. Take off the top. So it looks like we got some hooks, terminal tackle here, some decals. We definitely got some, looks like some bruiser lures, zoom. Man, they're always great. Got some jigs. Great lure, man. So I was a little nervous that the tackle bag was more of a gag bag, right? Because, you know, John reached out to me and said, hey, Norm, I got a traveling tackle bag. You know, we send this out to all the YouTubers and other people to go out and try to catch fish. And I thought it was a gag bag, like, you know, it had these crazy lures. You know, all this stuff in this tackle bag. This is an awesome tackle bag. This is better gear than what I have in my boat right now in my own tackle. So I'm really confident we're going to do well with catching bass or catching fish in general with this tackle here. Look how big this worm is. That's a huge worm right there. It's kind of too big for the hook, but we're gonna still make it work. So we will make it work. Got a hit, guys. Let's see what we got. I was kind of afraid a small hook, I won't get a good hook set on this guy. But I got him. All right, fish one. So fish one, 1 pound and 1 ounce. Oh, I think I got a hit right here. Here we go. You guys ready? Let's go. Here we go. Big fish, big fish. Got him. Woo! That's much better. Man, that guy knocked a mess out of this worm right here. Good gracious. Woo! All right. Definitely better than 1 pound. Let's get the camera right. Definitely better than 1 pound right here. Beautiful bass. Check out. Look at that bruiser worm inside that mouth. Nice fish. All right. Fish weighs 3 pounds, 15 ounces. 4 pounds, sorry. 4 pounds. All right. There we go. Nice fish. Gone, back in that dirty water. There's a lot of needlefish in this water right here. I see them right now because there's no wind blowing. And I can see the needlefish just going on top of the surface. This worm mimics a needlefish for sure. Oh, see what we got. This little guy. Whew. There we go. Yeah. right here. Yep. I think this will work right here. A little beetle spin. Yeah, that'll work. Let's give this a shot right here. See if there's any bluegill in this bed. Got one. Feels bigger right here. Yeah, feels bigger. All right, that's a decent bass. Pretty decent. I tell you what, beetle spins are hard to beat. Oh, got one. Pretty decent. Pretty decent. See what we got here. Gracious. All right, guys, pretty nice bass. Oh man, he's not hooked good. We got him on the beetle spin. Look at that. Man, am I even recording? Yeah, I'm recording. Look at that beetle spin right here. There we go. Man, that's not a bad bass. John and Captain Lindia just gave me a tip and said, hey, look, we're catching bass in really, really shallow water. I mean, really shallow water, thick grass. So let's look in this bag right here, find a lure that would be good for thick grass and get over there and maybe not fish right beside John, but fish, you know, somewhere in that area. Yeah, that looks awesome. So let's give this a shot. Oh, got him. You guys see that? Here we go. Oh man, nice fish. Whew. That dude hit that thing right on top of the surface. Whew. Hey, thank you, John and Captain Lindy. That was, I think you put me in a spot, but man, that fish, if you look down here, I'm fishing nothing but hydrilla right now. So it's like thick cover. Look how that bass ate that swim bait. Just tore it up. So let's go ahead and get him. There we go. That's a swim bait right here. Nice little bass. Let's weigh the fish. All right, it's probably, all right, so he's 1.8. 1.8. Okay. So he's almost 2 pounds. Let him go. Healthy fish. Let's try this guy right here. See if this guy catch anything. A bunch of them out here, I know that. Got one. All right, that's a bass. It's not the bluegill, but it's a bass. There we go, inline spinner. Got one. Another bass right here. Spinner works. My goal is to try to catch a bluegill, and I'm not having a whole lot of luck with bluegill, but bass are definitely hitting this lure. So let's keep on trying. So let me show you what I'm doing real quick. So there's a lot of bluegill in beds all around this boat right now. So I need a small jig because they're looking for small stuff. So I'm gonna take this guy right here. and just a little beetle spin body and try to make a small jig out of it. And my theory is these fish are, they're in mode of mating right now, but there's male bluegill that are guarding that little bed down there, and if I can put this little jig in their bed, they're probably going to bite it. But there's only one way to find out, so I'm gonna do a quick test real quick and see if I can get these fish to bite. Look at that. I mean, it didn't take but a second. It didn't take but a second to do that. So if you're ever in a situation where you're trying to catch bluegill on beds and they're not hitting a beetle spin, for whatever reason, it could be because they want something that's up and down vertical versus a straight pull. Look at that, he just tore it up. It's a great way to catch bluegill, and this is how I did it when I was a kid now. And I'm going way back in my roots, where I just spent out sit in one spot all day and just catch bluegill in beds using little jigs. So let's keep on doing it. I love doing this. So I have the tackle, right? So this is part of the tackle bag. Let's go ahead and see if we can get a bluegill as big as my hand. That wasn't quite as big as my hand, so let's see if we can get one bigger. That might be one. He's bigger, and it didn't take long. So this is not a bluegill here. This is called a reader sunfish. Some people call them shell crackers. Oh, I got him in the eye. No. So this is a shell cracker. He's peeing. So that tells you right there, he's whenever they pee like that, they're peeing on beds. But you see the little orange right here? That's called a reader sunfish, shell cracker, whatever you want to call it. But great eating fish. But he was bigger than the last one. And again, the only thing I did different, because I was throwing the inline spinner, I was throwing a beetle spin, and I really wasn't getting the bites. I just went to a simple jig like this, and it's small, and it's like something trying to eat their eggs, trying to go in their territory, and they can't stand it. You can sit here, I probably can sit here all day and just fish bluegill until the sun goes down. That's a better fish. That's a boy right there, you can tell. Man, he's pretty though. Look at him, nice. Again, on the jig, just on the jig head. That's a beautiful little bluegill. Oh man, he swallowed it too. These guys are eating it. There we go, beautiful. I just truly enjoy catching these bluegill out here. Crazy how fun this is. Alien, looks like an alien right there. Like something you see in space. What else we have as far as panfish type lures? And maybe we can get something bigger. I think that crawfish will catch something right here. What do you think? I think it'll work. Let's give this a shot right here. Uh-oh, got one. On a crawfish. There we go. All right, not a bad bass. All right, so here are the lures I have used so far in the tackle bag. So I got a spinner bait, I got some worms, a jig, and of course swim baits. And I caught bass on these. A lot of bluegill on this guy right here. Caught some bluegill on these two. Caught a big bass on this worm right here. We caught a bullet. and let me show you what lures I'm gonna put in a tackle bag for the next person who goes fishing. This popper right here, I have caught a ton of bass on this popper right here. It's huge, it's a saltwater popper, but I catch a lot of big bass on this lure. Also modified this, I put a little spinner on the back right here. It works awesome. Next, I got a weight bait right here. Of course, you gotta have the old Chapo whopper plopper. Got a Spro frog and a Bailey's crankbait, which I call bass on right here. So these are the lures I'm gonna put back in the bag as a thank you to allow me to have the bag today. So if you wanna see another great video on fishing, check out this video right above my head, right up here. And I wanna thank you so much for joining me, and I'll catch you on the next one.